This is a review on the Yoogo. Now, the Yoogo is basically this key fob here, and if you go on to their website, you'll see the various ways that they use it. I'll summarize it real quickly here, and then I'll give you my take on this. So, first of all, it came with a ring. You get this. You get a little small ring that goes here. I took mine off and I put a little rope here, or string here, because I like the comfort of that versus the little ring. And then they give you two larger key rings here. I don't have them with me here, but so they give you a ring here, this little plastic, the Yoogo, and then two larger rings. Go on their website, you'll see how they're they try to demonstrate the strength. The guy's doing chin-ups. Basically they're chin-ups like this. He's got two sets, and he's doing chin-ups to show the strength of this plastic device as well as the rings. Fine. So basically, the tool, the weapons or the strikes using this are from this position, where basically you have key at the bottom for Kubotan, and then you have this obviously here for a punch, and then they have this here as well for you're coming around hook shots. Okay, this hook shots. Okay, and then they also have another way to hold this that you might find more comfortable is to have this downwards. Okay, it eliminates obviously the impact here. Here's how they work before. They also say here's the second way to hold it as well. Okay, and then you also have this here at the bottom. And you'll see on the video of its various strike scenarios that they kind of put together where they kind of demonstrate this. All right. I'm going to take this ring off for now. Well, I'll keep it on for now. So, no, let me take it off, just so we can have a better. So I have my own reasons here of why I did this. I'll maybe go into some detail. I took my keys off because, again, if you saw my keys here, I don't want them to be identifying information because I'm paranoid. Okay, no, but for reasons undisclosed at this point. So basically, the movement between one position and the other is basically, if you look at their website, it's basically using your thumb. So you can either go up to this guy's position, or you can go down here to here. All right, it's all based on this movement. Thumb, push it down, flick it up, push it down, flick it up, push it down. All right, and that's basically it. So if you wanted to use your keys as a flail, you could just go like that. Or the way they kind of advocate it is they go from here, if it's here, they go down, and then they flick it that way. All right. So now here comes my critique on this. Again, I took the ring off, the little ring, off of this, and in the process of doing that, I kind of deformed the ring. It's a really tight fit, so really can't use it again, but I'm not really worried about it. But if you are thinking of, or not thinking of, taking off that ring, all I gotta say is if you do decide to take it off, you're gonna deform it. So unless, I don't know how they did it, but they put it on. I mean, I guess you can bend it back on, whatever. But I'm okay with this here. I like it like that. Now, this position right here, I've tested out on heavy bag, something solid, and there is a way to hold it in such a way that it's pretty tight and it doesn't hurt your fingers. Like right now, the way I got it, that punch is pretty solid. This, however, I mean, there's not much sticking out here, so I guess I guess you could still go for it, but if you miss, you'll hit here. So it's not like it's sticking out like that. I mean, you could adjust it to make it more. I mean, if you have skinnier fingers, but for me, I probably wouldn't use this. Okay, I'll show you a different way that I would hold this, but for now, suffice it to say, this has some limits depending on your fingers, your finger size. Personally, if I were going to follow their approach, I prefer this position. Okay, this is very solid. Okay, punch proof, heavy bag, whatever. I could probably break a pine board with it. I mean, hit something hard. It's not going to hurt. Okay, this is solid. Okay, so one of the things that they advertise with this is that because of the way it's designed, it doesn't eliminate your dexterity. They have videos too, but for example, bump but a bump, bump but a bump. Okay, so I could type, I could write, with my keys. I mean, obviously, if I had my keys here, I'd flip them out on this side if I was going to write, and they'd be hanging down here. It's back of my hand. I'd write if I needed to. Okay, so yeah, I do think that it's pretty pragmatic in terms of that. You can also take your key, if there's a key hanging here, and while you're still holding it, drive, put it down, So yeah, it's true. I use like a hook. I have another. I don't have it here, but like to hang these in my pants so that my keys are in my pants. I have a little hook that sticks out so that all of my keys are hidden except for that hook. I don't have to go digging into my pocket. So anyway, I would rather hold it this way, and this is probably going to be my default hold, whether I'm riding, leaving my car, or using my keys. I mean, I have a keyless entry now, so me having these keys in my hand is probably going to be less common than those that use a key to enter their car. So remember, I also have this guy here, but to me, this is how, if I had to do it and my keys are out, this is how I do it. Now, in terms of how I would use this is how I would do it. I would, obviously from here, I want to end up here. This is how I want to hold it. This is how I would use this as a weapon. Okay, so from here, it's just basically, I have that buried in there. So I'm going from here to here. Okay, so if I was walking to my car and it's expected, leaving, and I'm in condition, just leaving the building or etc. Okay, dup, doop, deep, dup, doop. And I see some potential activity. If you look at my chart, I see a potential threat. This is where I'm going. Okay, now here's why. If you look at my other videos, you'll see that I'm into the de-escalation stance. I believe in pre-emptive because this is a self-defense. It can also be offensive. You can, if you want to get into an MMA combat style fight, you could fight like this. I mean, you might want to do this because you want some range. You want to, etc. But for me, for purposes of self-defense, I think this is a much better position. Now, if I were to turn this into, if I were to, all of a sudden engage in an MMA style fight where I had to get into fighting stance and I wanted range, yeah, I could do that. But at the onset, if you look at my chart, at the top, if you want to stay above the green line, which is the self-defense line, where you're using awareness, and you're strategically, really, how you want to preempt everything is be aware, and avoid it. But if the trouble comes to you, then your next option is to preempt. Always better to preempt if you can engage. Why? Because if the guy's, the guy's huge, the guy's stronger, the guy's a better MMA fighter, which you don't know, or he's a grappler, which you don't know, okay, or there's a couple of them, you want to take them out as efficiently as possible, and you do it not by getting into a fighting stance and engaging them in combat style, but by using deception, and the sucker punch, aka preemptive. So from here, I could strike. You'll see. You go look at some of Kelly McConn's stuff. Okay, he's basically from hands from the natural position. Okay, I don't know if I can show you much. Boom, from the natural position. Okay, my hands are down. Boom. Okay, my hands are down here. This table's not in the way. Boom. Okay, from negotiation stance, talking. Hey, it's cool. Boom. Okay, so this position allows all that. Hooks. Okay. If you guys are into, if you looked at how brass knuckles are used, or the equivalent, you see it a lot, but the proper way, it's not a punch. This is not how you use a brass knuckle, okay? The knuckles are around here, and you're more or less coming like that. It's like a raking, okay? You can't really see it. So this also allows for that. So it allows me to do the preemptive from the side. Boom. Okay. It allows me also, if I want to, it's seems a little bit awkward. It also allows for the downward strikes, whether it's normally you do a hammer fist. Okay, here, you do one of these. Boom, boom, it's a follow-up. So bang, bang, okay? The guy grapples me. Okay, now he's around my waist. Can I strike down? Boom. Of course I can. Can I strike? Can I get a clinch on the guy? Right? Here's that. Get a clinch. Put that into his neck and press. Put that into his back, his spine, and press. Can I get a submission on this? I think so. Okay. The guy has a knife, and yeah, I'm not saying go knife fighting, but if I have to stop that knife, okay, and all I have is this, I'm going to hit his hand, in blocking his hand, I could hit him here. Bang, blocking, gross motor skills, whatever. Come up, boom. All right, so there's a lot more. I can hit in basically every angle here. I can hit down, I can hit side, and I can hit straight out. It's not as good as this. Okay, so maybe I'm giving up a little of this, but let's go back here. So if I'm here, or even if I'm here, okay, I've got the straight punch. Okay, guy grapples me. How am I going to hit him? Hit him downwards? Obviously if he grapples me, you're gonna hit. You can do some other things, but still, I really can't use this. Okay, in terms of a hook punch, you can't. You can use this, but it's not that effective. So even when you carry it like this, the only way you can really use this is one of these things. And this is at the outset, Can you preempt with this? Yeah, but I want to see guys take this, go up to a heavy bag, and hit that heavy bag as hard as you can like this. I think you're going to be a little hesitant. This would be the way to hit the heavy bag. I think you'd be pretty solid, okay? But then again, you're just hitting. Now you can do a hook punch, and you'd have to come in really close to do a hook punch here. So maybe if the guy has you around your waist, you're punching down or whatever. To me, this is the way to go, okay? For what I need to do, if you look at my other videos, you see how we go from awareness into checking out if there's a threat, into also now deciding there is a threat. Well, from here, no problem. Bang! From down here, just no problem. Okay. Boom, and then the follow up. Bang, bang, coming down. Okay, clinches. Bang, hitting down. All right, I get this around his neck, his back, and then I press, or I press this way. I can probably get a submission. I can get some pain. Okay, so a lot more versatile. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Am I going to carry this? Absolutely. It's light. Doesn't really look like a weapon, and unless you surf the web and look for weapons and stuff. But you'll never associate it with my face. No, but it's small, it's lightweight. It allows you to preempt, allows you to terminate the threat if you obviously can't get away, and that's your only choice. Hey, if you like to punch, fine, go with this, but all you're going to have is a straight punch, if you ask me. If you want to rely on your keys hanging here, I guess if you're going for soft spots like the eyes, great, all the more power to you. I don't really rely on it, but I mean, if it's there, it's there. I mean, you want to make sure your key length is the right length, depending on the size of your hands. Right, so I had to play around with this rope here, or this little. It's perfect length for me, for my keys to dangle, etc. So, yeah, I'll buy it. I mean, it's 20 bucks. Got it from eBay. I mean, if it was cheaper, obviously I'd get the cheaper one. But since this is they're in Canada, and this is the price they're charging, and that's really the only place to get it, then that's where I got it for, and that's what I paid. All right. That's it. That's all. Ciao.